Okay. So we will see. Does anybody want to volunteer to be a assistant detachment commander? Now's your chance. All right, I'll see if Caves wants to do it when he gets in. We'll have Smith take.
Hold on that, McD. Harris.
How's it gonna go
What's
for
up?
that?
Your MOS, Harris?
Delta.
He's a Delta.
Delta. All right, I'll give you a pass on that. Where's your senior Charlie and your senior Bravo?
Neither are here.
Good.
I'd like to do 3 teams. I'd like to do like a small snot and then 2 teams of 4 or 5. Who's carrying the DMR over there?
It's Stanley.
Stanley? Okay. And then I got Kang.
Kohler.
And Kohler. And who? Who's this?
That's Dawson.
Oh,
my mic's been
Dawson.
muted. My bad. Yeah.
Dawson, you're going to be my assistant detachment commander.
Alright.
There we go.
My fucking game crash, motherfucker!
No,
That is so cooked.
Crazy.
He's going to get hit by a bird coming in.
Is he like not in profile?
In the drone.
Yeah, I'm in the drone.
Pretty sure
it was
he
gonna
is.
crash into the
I
ground.
mean, he should be. He's always been
About to
good.
crash the drone.
No, it was
All right,
going to. It was just
Dawson,
diving into the ground.
You're going to take Alpha.
Do you want it
team,
back?
So you take
No, you can. Is it leveled?
Kohler.
Yeah, it's climbing back.
Actually, Kohler, do you want to go with? You want to go with Stanley, right? I can't hear you. Are you on Whisper?
Branko.
All right, you guys snot, and then so take Kang.
You want ABN? ABN?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And take
What's your call sign now?
who are my Charlies? I got
It's back to 6. Stalker.
Murray.
Thompson and Charlie.
Murray. Go with Dawson. And I got 2 Echoes.
Yep.
Lashley, you're on my hip. Best, go with Dawson. And then, man, how are we short?
There are mortars over there.
I had 11.
You should still be at HA Dawn.
Okay.
I am at HA Dawn.
We need to see if Smith's getting in. If he's not, I'm gonna have to run a team. So stand by. We'll give him one more chance.
We'll do. Yeah, I haven't left Dawn. I was just
Ray Charles can do it.
looking over in that area.
Привет.
Что? Тихо. Да, тихо.
And we got, isn't fucking Midas coming?
He's late today.
All right.
We're gonna TP. We're missing.
All right, Harris and Lashley, you need to be on HQ net.
Oh, it should be. 152.
Yeah, 152.
Yeah, I'm on it.
There's lemons. Support players.
Man, these clouds suck ass.
Well, easy. Just turn your clouds down to low in your video settings.
Yeah, there's no clouds in the sky, dog.
Dude, what fucking clouds?
Yeah, I don't see a cloud.
Crazy fucking. Give me whatever the fuck you're on, dude.
Yeah, what are you smoking? Give me
Okay,
some.
okay, now the clouds are gone. Now the clouds are gone.
But you turn it down to low?
Some basic
Yeah.
things that we're going to be doing for this, we'll do it on probably TADS 2 to simulate. Well, actually, no, I guess. Yeah, we'll do it on. No, we won't.
Go, Yelly.
Debating. So depending on what GFC's about to request of the MQ1, the MQ1 might get retasked, but everyone for now is going to be in AH6s minus our RPA. They are going to have a lift requirement eventually. Going based off the packs that I saw over there, I'm assuming no greater than 12. If it goes greater than 12, I will see what the GFC's being very flexible on, something I'm not going to be flexible on, right? I've already stated this before, we're not doing single ship for attack platforms. I think I already made that clear earlier. So if the GFC ends up having the pack requirement exceeding more than 12, that means we're running nothing but lift assets. And if you want 6s, then that's everyone going. Minus, obviously, the MQ1, which can still act as escort. For the AH Lemons, you will be paired with Jenkins. I will be paired with Wayland. So for roles, Wayland is going to be the -1. Jenkins, you'll be -2. So I just want to reiterate some roles here. The person that is overall in control of maneuvering the flight is going to be Wayland, right? Because his position is he's the lead of the AWT. So Wayland, your job is to make sure to aviate and to navigate. Make sure that you're at the proper place wherever you're assigned to be at and within the restrictions, if given any. And make sure the flight is there. The one's co-pilot, so the actual sensor, is going to be the one controlling the flight internally as to what type of engagement we're going to use, what type of methods we're going to use. The TPMR brief, right? But probably fragmented. It's going to be a rolling TPMR brief. So at the very initial, whenever we first occupy a holding area or a battle position or an ABF, SBF, I will establish a TPMR brief. And that TPMR brief is going to be static, and it will update as the targets update. The biggest thing I want to do is mask the AH6s and have the MQ1 queue the AH6s. So queuing, right? MQ1 sees something, it senses, it detects, it finds, fix, AH6s finish. Right, and then depending on the severity of the threat, if it's too great of a threat to the AH6s, the MQ1 will be employed. That's the biggest thing we're going to focus on for this first initial 45 minutes is the MQ1 queuing, but obviously the MQ1 might get pulled to do the information collection that the GFC might request here momentarily.
Damn, who speaks Blender?
Two-man. Jenkins, your whole job is to observe everything around the aircraft or around the flight. You should be in combat shell the entire time. Flexibility between switching between staggered left, staggered right, but not directly behind lead. Something that we've gotten really bad at is doing amassing fires. So amassing fires is whenever both aircraft are in at the same exact time and releasing weapons and engaging at the same exact time. I've said this before, but I'll reiterate it. You only do that to amass fires and overwhelm the target. If the target doesn't know our presence and they don't know we're inbound, you don't need to do that, because the two-man, what the two-man's he can no longer do is the two-man can no longer cover the one-man, because he's now equally as responsible for getting weapons on target. So the two-man's role diminishes because of the significance of the threat, but you guys default to that a lot, where you guys like to have both aircraft engaging at the same exact time. The ideal time is either a 30 to 45 second delay between one's impacts and two's impacts. Right, you only use that if for example, right, we did a pass on a BTR, but we didn't get the desired effects and we have to go back and re-attack the BTR, we want both aircraft firing at the BTR at the same exact time because it knows our presence. We want to amass fires on it and suppress the target, and then obviously get the desired effects. Just to clarify that. So that's the biggest thing you guys like to default to is having both aircraft attack at the same time.
I'm talking to Franco, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Does anyone have anything about what we're going to be doing today? Other for the first 45 minutes, and then obviously we are going to have to switch and transition most likely into a lift roll, and hopefully it doesn't require more than 2 H6s. If it requires more than 2, then there's going to be no AH6s because we're not doing single ship. We don't have enough pilots.
I got here fucking when you were talking about like -1, -2. Some kind of loss of what we're actually doing.
All right, Waylon, what's your role in the flight?
Yeah, so I'm defining our maneuver, making sure we're getting where we need to go when we need to here.
Flight is adhering to your restrictions if given any.
But what are we fucking doing? We're at AH6s. I caught that. We're doing some kind of co-pilot pilot operations, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Are we doing like escort
You'll be
ops,
with
or?
me in 3-2, and then we will be wingman to
No,
Waylon and
we're
Franco
not.
3-1.
We're not escorting for this for the first 45 minutes of this. It's going to be out of friendly contact engagement. So the maneuver commander is going to be the air mission commander.
So we're just engaging targets.
This is just for practice.
Okay.
And then after the 45-minute period, GFC is going to do some retasking with the MQ-1, and then we're probably going to do follow-on lift and potentially escort.
Roger.
Depending on pack count, and if he wants H6s to do it, which he most likely is. Okay, we all caught up. We all know what we're doing.
Yep. Waylon, join my group.
Yeah, Franco.
It's not going to be Waylon joining your group. Waylon's going to be
Waylon,
lead.
Lemons, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what?
I meant to say Lemons, my bad.
I mean, you're good.
Also, just clarify MQ1. I said it earlier, but you're going to be queuing. Queuing means you find, fix, AH6's finish. Unless the threat is too great, then you finish.
So I just like say
P3A.
I just call targets and then they.
Yeah,
deal with them.
that's the method. That's the target methodology. Find, fix. Find, you look at the target, you find the target. Fix, you PID, you confirm the exact 10-digit grid of the target, and finish. The AH6s are the ones actually employing munitions, which is the preferred method, especially in daytime, right? Because the whole purpose of doing this is we want to mask the AH6s, meaning we want them behind terrain where they don't have line of sight of the target. The target can't see them, can't hear them. And then obviously the MQ-1 can see them, and then by the time the AH6s are even audible, they're releasing ordnance.
So, question.
Yeah.
If the AH6s have laser guided munitions, wouldn't it just be better if I lased them in and then they just launched it?
Those are for PGM engagements, which is the exact same thing.
Okay.
The targeting methodology does not change. What you're talking about is employment. Whether they're going in or whether they're shooting off from standoff, it's the same exact thing. But for this, they will not be having PGMs. They will only have unguided munitions.
Okay, sounds good.
Copy, let me know when you're free.
Who is that? Who's the his name? Best? What's up, Best?
Yeah, I just wanted to gather SA so I have proper information.
Why aren't you with ground?
I'm just coming over here, travel checking with Franco. How much? You guys just have two? You said 2 H6s for like when we do the whole retesting
Nothing's
thing?
confirmed. Nothing's confirmed. I can't tell you that because I don't know the GFC's requirements.
Tracking. No, yeah, I wasn't told like.
You're guaranteed a 1 MQ1 with
Okay.
6 Hellfire Romeos. That's the one thing you're guaranteed.
Okay. What?
Anything
net
else
should I
can't
be on?
guarantee you. Tad's
just
one,
Tad?
they'll check in
Perfect.
as needed.
All right, thank you. I just want to know where I need to be on because I was told convoluting things. Okay, thank you.
All
Where
right.
did you come from?
Good, I'm teleporting you far away. You're not going to be in an aircraft. Supposedly our comms are fixed. We're here to test that.
Okay.
Jenkins, you have Zeus?
Yeah, I do.
On a tower. Not an atrocious one, just a simplistic one, please.
Where
And
do
I'm
you
gonna
want
put him
at?
on it. I don't really care. On the opposite end of the airfield, like over to the southwest of the airfield, out there.
All right.
Not super far.
I got a good spot.
Okay. What's wrong with that, Wayland? Well, I need Selene.
Big?
This is you.
Yeah.
This you?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Actions.
what's going on over here? Ooh.
Stay still. I'm fucking moving.
Me?
You joined your shit and renamed it, bro.
Oh, you joined it and renamed it. Oh, okay.
I was like, what
Everything.
the fuck?
Everything's gonna be done through the 152 on CFN1.
All
Alright,
right,
let's go.
Franco, there's a tower out there for you.
I need to be on CFN1.
Lemons, let's go.
CFN1 check.
Got you 5x5 on CFN1.
Oh, okay, hello. Hello there, buddy. Hello there, buddy. You shouldn't be there. Okay, you're looking good. Oh, that's not good.
All I heard is he almost died.
My vision did a weird thing.
You should be okay. I told you.
Yeah, I'm fine now. I just got that like rush VFX. Ah, food. Blue to map.
On 2 guns full.
2 spooling.
Tell me we have more to fucking bomb.
Redcom 1.
We got so many targets.
We'll be setting left, keep it flat. We'll do a right-hand turn once we get established out of here, and we'll get set up in the
2.
under 1's going up.
2's lifting.
The fuck? Where'd you come from?
Say again, CAA.
60 knots.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 MG.
Two actual, 20 actual.
Go for 2-2 actual.
Be advised, you got 1 unknown personnel approaching your location from the direction of the cough. When you see him, detain him and interrogate him and request he presents identification.
Copy.
It was best, McD.
180 saddle.
Roger.
Who is saddle, yeah?
We're gonna push it up to H0 and we'll go ahead and bolt over to the HA.
Who?
Watcher 4-5, Stalker 6.
Actual 20 20
Watcher
actual
4-5,
2 actual.
Stalker
Do you have any
6 again.
feedback that you want to give
Got you
before we run
5 by
this
5.
again?
I couldn't hear you on the other net, and so I didn't know if that was for me.
2-2, standby 1.
Watcher 4-5, it hasn't received since asking.
Send.
2220, send driver.
Alright, we're gonna be NOE in here, so once we...
Do you have any
Padlock,
feedback you can give?
TAI 00, correction, fluke
Fluke
sensors TAI 1, and go ahead
Yeah,
padlock.
you need to shore up on priorities at work. You got people jumping around between work. Almost had a crossfire incident. Also need to ensure that everyone's in their seat.
Hey, also, let me know if there's anything fucky with the map in terms of map swing, if anything breaks.
Everything has been good so far. I'm looking at the TAI. What did you want me to do when I was here?
You're going to remain padlocked. That means you're just going to stare at that TAI, and you're not going to look at anything else. That's it.
Well, good thing I already did my ISR before this.
Watcher 456, during daytime ops, LST is obviously not going to be the most fast, viable option for this. Your primary method of marking is going to be data link, so you'll provide your ID mark for targets. It's going to be the fastest way to get a prosecution of targets during daytime.
Good copy, be advised. I'm looking at 2 technicals armed with 50 cals.
You see, we keep on doing this thing where you give me a description. That's great.
I'm working on
What
getting
else?
a mark.
Hey, so just for a bit of a game plan here, when we go to prosecute whatever he keeps us on to, I want you running in first. If we need to do reattacks, then one will jump in on you, but one will run one will hold for your attacks and fight cover.
Good copy. 2 is shooter, 1 is cover.
Reference HM20.
Our game plan is as follows. As the fragged, I want to engage with Gao and Hydra's 2. You'll engage with both.
I need to step away
One
for
will
30 seconds.
follow up as needed.
2 acknowledge, guns hydras.
It's going to be a bump attack. Your fire point is FP1.
Fire point FP1.
Better push, call 30.
Pushing, we'll call 30. Bumping.
Air flight's commencing engagement.
Two is Ripple rocket guns.
Good copy.
Two is run complete left pole returning.
Yep, that's not what I wanted.
Two's commencing engagement. Correction, 1's commencing engagement. 2, you're taking 50 cal fire.
2's tracking.
Be advised that technical is dynamic at this time, moving north from previous engagement. Currently 200 meters.
And 1 is reposturing back at HA Dawn. 2, next time do not call engagement complete.
Acknowledged.
Tucker 620 actual ABM.
Send for 6.
Be advised, ODB 3220 has received valid tasking in support of 4th Brigade Combat Team along the FLOT break. NAI 001 and NAI 002 have been established with their associated requirements. Break. Conduct ISR in order to achieve PIRs within the next 30 mics in support of ODA 3222 execution.
What? Team's got visual off my tenor.
2 Alpha, Soccer 6, interrogative.
Done.
6 is requesting to cross the FLOT to collect and answer PRs.
Tucker 6, say again last.
2 Alpha 6 is requesting to cross the FLOT to collect and answer PRs.
Approved above flight level 21,000.
1, 2, established combat trail.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and establish in the overhead of the TAI so we can get some reps on in being in the overhead and coming in on engagements on high attacks. Let's maintain a engagement of 1,500, this is during the daytime now, we're going to be doing this. We back at HA Dawn. We'll continue engagements from HA Dawn to TAI, but at elevated altitudes, where we will have to do find, fix, and finish ourselves.
2, acknowledged.
Watcher 4, 5, 6.
Watcher 456, send.
Advisor receive tasking.
Send it.
Blue sensors in AI 001, 002, go and reference map for PIRs, collect as much as you can, and mark up all targets within those NAIs. You're restricted to flight level 210, and you are not to engage, only collect.
Interrogative. Am I able to, or do they want me to collect information on anything right outside those NARs?
Anything you think that can influence the AO.
Good copy. Watcher 456 requesting to move overhead of NAI 001 at flight level 1 or 210.
Approved. Alright, we're gonna establish, actually disregard this net.
HA Dawn at 2,000 feet, and we are going to engage targets of opportunity as we observe them.
Ooh, tracking all interrogative combat trail.
Affirm, keep a bit of separation here.
Ooh, combat trail loose. Radio check.
Long clear on ABN.
Last calling station, was that on ABN? Stalker 6, I'll leave my last.
Just to clarify, that's 2,000 feet AGL. AGL.
Say again, last.
Just to clarify, that's going to be 2,000 feet AGL. AGL.
Acknowledge 2000 AGL. Say again, CAA.
We're just going to hold 40.
Technicals exiting the TIA, headed towards us. They're traveling south to north.
2-1, we'll contact 2 by technicals, south to north. You contact on them, if not, we'll prosecute.
Affirm, my co-pilot has visual on it.
Alright, that's you, prosecute it.
2 left pole, breaking off.
Vice technical,
2 left pole, rocket.
100 meters apart. From those impacts, southwest 300 meters.
Two's breaking left off second technical.
One's engaging.
Stalker 6, watch 456.
One is returning HA Dawn, BD is as follows. 2 technical destroyed, approximate 4 EKA. We're gonna call engagement complete.
Acknowledge.
Watcher 4, 5, go ahead and send traffic.
We're seeing 2 mortar posts in NAI 01 at this time. Advise marked on map HM0.
Watcher 4, 5, 6, I am... Contact your data link on all marks. Continue to remain padlocked, and any up. As targets update your marks.
Look up.
The most efficient way to do that is through CTAB. You can go to your marker and you can manually move the mark so you don't have to retype the mark every single time for reference.
Go copy.
One, two's established at 2000 AGL. Got visual on ya. 10 o'clock.
1, roger.
Going to a hover. Stay speed.
Flew sensors to November Fox 00, call contact. I got a fire team size element with small arms and RPGs, dynamic traveling east and west.
Who has contact EI?
Jenkins, should not be you answering.
Alright, Clement, it's all you, bud.
Two's contact on that, yeah. Alright, TPMR is still as frag. We're gonna do a high attack. One is gonna start the engagement with guns. Two, you'll follow up with rockets.
Turn rockets. Be advised, she's got eyes on a second fire team. Southeast of the NF00, roughly 150 meters.
Alright, update to TPMR. That's gonna be your primary target. One's gonna take out that first group ID'd. You'll take out the second target set.
2 takes a second. Solid copy.
Alright, we are going to extend out to the north for about a half click, and then we'll circle back around and start extending in for our attack. And once we're picking up speed here.
Picking up speed.
And we are left full 180 return.
Ooh, left bull.
And once commencing engagement.
Two guns, Hydras.
One's off to the right.
Two is right pull.
Go NOE as you break off.
Two, NOE.
Expect a re-attack here in a second as we reposture.
Two, acknowledge.
Very full 180 degree turn. Okay, the sensors.
Two, right pull.
And we're going to establish back in that overhead orbit. If the sensor sees anything.
Alright, Susan, visual techie to my 2 o'clock, approximately 1.7 kilometers.
Do you have more to say? Go ahead and start your engagement. One will follow up your impacts.
Two, acknowledge. Right pull. Two guns. Two, run complete right pull. Five, BDA techie is destroyed by 2 EDI KIA.
Once commencing engagement. Off to the right.
Two, one, you want me to return HA Dawn?
For establish overhead. HA down.
Continue to reposture.
Two, pushing altitude 2000.
Right, yeah, so for this, right, I know you kind of had to ask, but if you, right, one never gave engagement complete, which is why those words are important, because if you never hear engagement complete, you continuously never stop reposturing for a reattack. That's the whole purpose of that.
2 Papa, acknowledge.
Two, one. Can I get a BDA from your sensor on that last engagement?
Wolf by Tentacle destroyed 2 by KA.
Roger. Was that all you saw?
Hey, from be advised, right now I'm seeing the Tentacle as well as semi. Roughly a squad size element of infantry semi. Tango Juliet 0.
Stalker 6, be advised, believe I've completed ISR.
Watcher 4-5, Stalker 6, acknowledged. Two, engage the technical, one will suppress the infantry, they're pretty dispersed.
2 acknowledges, going for the technical.
If you can shift during your engagement, try to do so. One, it will follow up with guns and rockets 30 seconds after impacts.
2 acknowledge, 2 right pole, going for engagement.
Watcher 4-5, go ahead and pat, actually stand by. B2 Alpha,
Ripple,
Stalker 6.
rocket. 2 rockets on infantry. 2 left
Stalker
pole,
60s are
run.
actually the
Turning method on.
Alpha, Stalker 6.
current intent is we're going to conduct a half to HLZ cores and HLZ pass from RP Nocturne. It's going to be approximately 12 to 14 packs. So I'll get a total count for you in a
Still
minute.
seeing 3 packs up on the western side of that infantry.
Be advised, HLZ cores and HLZ paps are in range of a netted outpost with EI.
Choose engagement.
Stalker 6, interrogative, watch your arms.
Watcher's arm, 6 Hellfire Romeo.
Roger, intent is also we're going to do pre-fires to set conditions for the half as well with those Hellfires.
Stand by for 3, 2 rocket guns.
Coincidental with the half, stand by for those specific targets.
2 run complete, left pole.
Pitch off a 6 nodal.
Stalker 6, interrogative. What are the range on the GB12s?
1, 2 is reestablished at dawn, climbing back to 2000.
You shouldn't have GBU-12s.
Don't have them. I'm just wondering out of curiosity.
They're limited as performance of the aircraft.
That's why they didn't hit last
Speed
week.
and altitude. Yeah. Alright, I want to call engagement complete. Desired effects were achieved. I count approximately 1-5 EI and 3 technicals destroyed.
Do acknowledge.
Can I get a weapons and plate on?
Down 19 is green, 134s are green, got by 7 hydras remaining. Time on station is going to be approximately 1 plus 05.
1, this is 2. Be advised, we've got 2 by VTRs. Stand by. Reference the rocks east of TJ0 mark. 1 is on the western side of those rocks, 1 is on the eastern side.
Contact on rock. And capture on 2 times BTR 60s. 2, engage the one furthest to the east, 1 will engage the furthest one to the north, ordnance pilot discretion.
Confirm, I see one to the southwest and to the northeast. You want me to engage the southwestern one?
Negative, engage the one to the east, and 1 will engage the one to the west.
Acknowledged. Run complete left pole, returning dawn.
Roger. Continue re-attacks.
To acknowledge re-attack.
Desired effect is destruction of targets.
3-2.
Rifle. Make sure... Let's keep these as bump attacks from here on out.
To acknowledge, 2 left pole.
And 1's running in out of the northwest.
Two bumping. 2 ripple. Confirm, you want neutralization or complete destruction?
Neutralized.
3-2's target is neutralized. I've got smokestack and squirters.
Roger, prosecute squirters.
2 acknowledges, prosecuting squirters.
And this is a dump attack. Let's keep these running attacks.
2 is right pole.
Fucker 60s are actually, yeah.
10 for 6.
Interrogative, how many MH6s can you put up to support the half?
Unescorted, 3.
Hey, firm, here's what I need. I got 14 packs.
Knowledge rifle.
2 is left pole.
Expect ground element to be ready to step onto the half in approximately 10 mics. That counts down to 15.
To Alpha Stalker 6, acknowledge. Frago.
Roger, good
we're
copy.
gonna recast new
Additionally,
into
expect Watcher to be pushed to tab 1 once the half crosses ACP2.
Acknowledge. Alright, Fraggers as follows. We're gonna call and commence giving complete and regroup back at the HA. Report when saddled.
Who's pushing? I'm off your 5 o'clock.
Roger, and we're just gonna go straight into parking.
2 acknowledges, straight to parking.
1's currently 8.
Everyone Frago on ABN.
Retasking the MH6s.
Yeah. 4 keep this same integrity, but Lemons, you'll be lead. Great.
Who is saddle, stagger right?
We won't be straight in, we will be, doing a traffic.
Who acknowledge?
And one stopping in.
Stalker 6, Watcher 4-5.
2's level.
4, 5, 6, go ahead.
Assume man pads in the AO.
Presumed or confirmed?
Presumed, cannot confirm. There's a lot of people under netted camo, and I can't see what they have.
Alright, but you can confirm some type of tube launcher over their shoulder.
Stand by, let me duck again.
Thumbs down.
Who's parking in front? Who's pulling down?
I have no idea what's on that guy's back. Stalker 6, I can't be for sure. I see tube things around people, but I can't make them out. They're too far away.
Knowledge.
Because there are also BTRs in the AO.
Knowledge.
Who fucking put down a yellow box?
Watcher 4-5, darts. Holy shit. Watcher 4-5, Stalker 6. Go ahead, push. Cats 1, check in with any JTAC on that net.
Good copy, pushing. Watcher, checking in, Tad 1. Any controller of this night, Watcher 4-5.
Watcher 4-5, this is Argo 2-2, IMD 5x5, how many?
I got you 5x5 too.
Watcher 4-5, reports position altitude.
This time, Watcher 4-5 is orbiting NAI 001 at 210.
Watcher 456, party tasking.
Send it.
That's on ABN. I need you to slew
Watcher,
the assessed
Argo,
SA-18s
acknowledge.
for,
Situation update.
Stand by.
Watcher 445, slew to the assessed SA-18, remain padlock. You can receive the situation update. And Watcher 45, what NAI and what marker is ID'd as a potential SA-18?
This time, NAI 01 has the potential for the SA-18s. We're going to be looking at HM21, possibly HM22, HM1, HM2, possibly HM11, possibly HM23. Guys, these are not confirmed, these are possible.
Watcher, this is Draco, tertiary controller on net. We're going to be commander's intent is to conduct a couple of pre-designated fires before assault. Stand ready for game plan and 9-line alpha.
Fuck! I don't have my book! Let me write shit down! Fucking hell. Alright, send them.
Alright, this is going to be a Type 3 control. Bomb on coordinate, requesting pilot discretion munitions. From the overhead, we're going to be striking 3 by targets. Has marked 10, target elevation. 2 and 3 is going 6, to 6, 7 meters. Going to be a netted post to north of HLZ cores. HLZs. Grid, Charlie Hotel, 069194. Second target is going to be has marked 9, target elevation 666 meters. It's going to be another netted post to the north of HLZ Pabst. Grid, Charlie Hotel, 070192. Third target is going to be has marked 0, 2 by mortars in the middle of the TAI. Target elevation, 656 meters. Charlie Hotel, 073194. Friendlies are going to be... Is everyone tracking the brief? We need to reiterate. West, 150
Three's tracking. I'll be going HLZ tours.
No mark. Egress, pilot discretion, back to the overhead. Stand ready for march restrictions. And...
Sir, march restrictions.
2, are you tracking, team maneuver? Time on target is going to be decided at liftoff of Stalkers. Stalk 2. Commander's intent is to engage these targets while Stalkers are landing at the HLZs. Execution is going to be west to east for targets, so strike HM0 primary, HM9er, disregard, HM10 primary, HM9er, HM0. Call your effects on target, and your engagement is going to be complete once all targets are neutralized. Talk 3, have you heard anything from Talk 2?
Negative, I've had 0 comms from Chalk 2 and CFN1.
Engage only at Draco's command.
Stalker 6,
or
Chop
on
3
time on
advised, all
target,
packs
which
are
is
loaded.
going to be
Chop
decided.
3 is Redcon 1.
Request we switch the TOT to a call on 60.
Alright, we can do that, Warden.
Presuming still on Draco's command.
Draco, deco flight. Copy, Watcher. We're gonna do it once Stalker calls 10 seconds from RP Doctor.
On, ship down 1.
Hey, he lives.
You got
Yeah,
stepped
my
on
bad,
some
sir, my
left.
fucking 1.2 was on ADM. At the end of the day, they gave me the 5 fucking packs.
I've got 5 packs as well.
Fuck my chug life.
Watcher, we're gonna engage these targets once Stalker calls 10 seconds from RP Doctor. And how copy? Chalk 2, Chalk 3, confirm.
Engaging
You
when
guys know what HLZ
Stalker
you're going to.
calls 10 seconds to RP
We're
Nocturne.
both going to cores.
No, good. Copy, Watcher. Lemons, it's your flight. Stalker, confirm you're on TAD 1 this time. 6 is on that.
Hey, 2 and 3.
I'm ready for checking for decoy flight.
2 and 3. When we hit ACB Alpha 3, you
Draco
guys are
1's
going
ready.
to go ahead and break.
Draco
From
1,
there,
decoy flight of
2
3,
will
grounded
call
at
comms,
airbase, currently
on
cranking.
speed.
Gonna be going as frag for flight plan break. Additionally, requesting trigger 30 seconds from RP.
You can copy that. And a visual separation.
Confirm you're requesting trigger 30 seconds from RP Nocturne, correct? Affirm. Copy, Watcher. We're going to be extending this trigger for the engagement 30 seconds from RP Nocturne. Chalk 2, Chalk 3.
Go ahead.
Confirm, last call sent for the MH6. Make sure you guys are on TAD 1. Decoy.
3 is on TADS 1.
2's on 7.
Copy. Decoys, stand by for lifting instructions.
Draco, advising ready for readbacks.
Draco, ready.
Got Type 3 bomb on coordinate AGMs 1 through 3 in the overhead. HM10, HM9, and HM0. Friendlies west by 150 meters, no mark. Back to the overhead. Target priority is going to be HM10 to HM9 to HM0. Engage at the 30-second call on Nocturne from Stalker.
Copy, good readback, Watcher. Just call your effects on target so we know what's destroyed, what's not.
Reasonable.
Decoy, this is Draco. Clear to lift HQ, pushing HLZs as briefed. Call when passing ACP Alpha 3. Egress via ingress.
Deco flight copies, Draco.
Draco, Watcher 4-5, interrogative. Do you want calls of effects all at once or as they get destroyed?
Once
As they get striked, Watcher.
Good copy.
Just let me know what is destroyed and what needs to be worried about.
Look up. What the fuck is that?
And Watcher, this is Draco. From this point on, you're clear to engage at the comms from Stalker.
3-1, interrogative, what is CAA?
Draco be advised, update HM28 is
One's
one
coming out of
times
70
van.
knots.
3, acknowledge, 70.
Good flight established. HA done.
So it's currently stationary, but it is east of HLZ PAPS.
Start at 1 notch left here now.
Q3. I'm getting a hit off the 2 o'clock anti-radiation. You guys have contact on that?
It's negative for 2.
3 is negative on RWR.
Can I get a distance on that?
6 clicks. Actually, stand by. 4 clicks.
Deco
Still
flight
2
is
o'clock.
Alpha 1.
Roger, I'm still no joy.
3 is no joy.
1, 2,
Just dropped off.
1, 2, suggestion, when we hit ACP Alpha 3, get that IRCM going.
Solid, we'll do that. Deco flight's 2 miles.
Right there, decoy 1.
Go for Draco.
Draco, interrogative, what's following tasking post infill?
Decoy flight post infill egress via ingress. Back to HA Dawn. Primary controller is going to give you further tasking. Watcher, this is Draco. Call me HLZ calls and HLZ cores and HLZ paths.
1, Steve.
I have you 2x5, sun last.
500, correct.
Watcher, can you give me HLZ calls for HLZ core and paths? Is it ice or cold? Or ice or cherry?
No.
Be advised, they're currently cherry due to the pre-fires not being hit yet.
2, right full, for 3, right full.
Copy.
Draco, this is Decoy 1, we're about to hit Alpha 3.
Level. Tracking decoy.
Do you want us to hit the HLZ cherry?
I'm going to attempt to push the HLZs after strikes.
Solid copy. Decoy flight's gonna hold at Alpha 3. Hey, we're gonna put
Decoy flight proceed
to a
to
hold
RP
on
doctrine.
Alpha.
Confirm your 30 seconds.
Want you to commit.
Watcher 4-5, you're clear to engage. Clear to engage. Decoy flight proceed to HLZs.
Decoy
Full
flight
rifle.
proceed. Alright, can you guys fathom this right-hand turn? Into your HLZ? Can you handle this right-hander into your HLZ?
Says send it.
Okay. You're clear for HLZ. You can break.
3, right full.
Watcher, any, what's effect on fires?
HM10, HM9 hit. Do not have a BDA at this time. HM0 is hit.
3 is left
Stand by
full
for
into the
BDA on
valley.
that. BDA HM0, 2 times the mortars, 2 times EI killed.
He's bleeding.
Decoy flight, hold on the ground till all out call.
HM10, 1 times EI still up.
Call. 3-2 just detonated on him. Detonated on landing. Everybody out! Get out!
That call, we have Fallen Angel, Fallen Angel. ID Dagger 3,
2. Decoy flight, wave off, wave off, wave off.
Decoy 3.
Net call, Fallen Angel ID'd, decoy 3-2. Decoy flight off station. Hey, 3, link up,
Decoys,
call
lift,
saddle.
lift, lift,
We
lift,
need
lift, lift. Egress back to
we need
HA.
a retest.
3 acknowledges, pushing to you. I got you off my 12 o'clock by about 3 kilometers, correction, 2 kilometers.
Gonna hold Alpha 3 with you.
Vise, I don't know what the fuck happened. As soon as his skids touched the ground, he just detonated. I think he got armored. Or they had a conveniently placed IED under him.
Or if
I think he got armored.
and 6 packs. I don't know, man.
He might have pancaked it. Possibility.
Draco, Argo, Tab 1.
Draco priority, 1 times technical moving towards friendly position. This time going by HM9.
2-1-1, saddled to your stagger right.
Roger, pick it up. 80 knots.
This is churned not so great. We got a Fallen Angel, and we no longer, we don't meet the min force requirement to lift the ground force anymore. We're going to retask into whatever we have available back at base.
Draco, Argo, son.
There's a 47 Lemons. You'll be the primary on it. Myself and Jenkins will retask into the
I'm
H6s.
dead.
Shock 3, checking all.
Shock 3 is tracking all.
Draco, I see that Vic pulling up on my pilot. What's up?
T2 Alpha, Stalker 6, you on ABM?
Any controller, this and that, watcher.
Watcher, this is Draco, radio check.
5x5. Are you still up?
1,
Or are you
3,
still alive, I guess?
stagger left.
Yeah, Draco's still up. There seems to be a server issue on the northern HLZ. And everyone's stuck.
Good copy.
Gonna start the slowdown here. 3.
Acknowledges, I've shifted to trail loose.
Roger, aim to land right behind these attack 6s.
3 acknowledge.
Echo on TFN1. Wayland is still alive. Still alive.
Draco, interrogative. There's still 1 times mortar in NAI 02. Looks like the forces over there have been alerted of our presence.
I thought you meant land in line with it.
Watcher, Draco.
Send it.
Blue sensors, friendly grid, Charlie Hotel 0691901, north of HLZ Pass. Watcher, start searching for IEDs and marking them on data link at this time.
I need to get them the
Whole
right
area is a minefield.
Be advised, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Two acknowledge.
I'm tracking. They're not popping on your thermals.
No, I don't get thermals of them, and even if I did, it would be too low quality to see.
Copy, Watcher. Currently hold 360 of friendlies, defensive ISR at this time. Call out any enemy EI moving towards our position.
Good copy.
Do we want to rearm? I've got 1 Hydra left on mine.
We're gonna go with what we got. We don't have time.
Be advised, at this time, Watcher currently has 4 times AGMs.
Fuck it. You'll take 1. I'll take 2. We're gonna escort the hooker in.
Watcher, this is Draco, taking munitions.
Break. I just saw a rocket from somewhere in the compound. Break.
2, take us out. Or 1, take us out.
IDF.
1 lifting, we're gonna direct depart to the north.
Watcher 4-5, if you can PID the threat, engage in self-defense friendly.
Direction to the northeast, we're gonna head straight towards the ACPs.
Watcher engaging defensive. Watcher engaging defensive friendlies. That did not work.
You're done with that engagement in defensive friendlies. Scan HM0, confirm BDA.
Roger, holding short onto the northeast.
2-1, 6, you tracking all?
Is it not going to track?
Hooker 2-1, Stalker 6. Hooker 2-1.
That
Hey, Watcher, this is Draco, priority scan HM0.
We have limited fuel, limited ammo.
Bird pits are destroyed.
Copy, Watcher, Draco flew over to...
We'll lead the flight out with a distance of 1 kilometer.
HM4 is going to be on mortar pin, TI-02.
Check in.
Call capture.
One will check in with Hooker in tow. We're going to assume that we're, I guess we're acting as a QRF.
Watcher, Draco, call effects in HM4.
1 times mortar pit destroyed.
They can check in on TAD 1. Full
What
check in.
the fuck?
Hey player, this net, Dagger and Hooker flight checking in on TAD 1.
Levi's mortar pit somehow survived.
I say again, any player this net, Dagger and Hooker flight checking in on TAD 1.
Copy, Dagger flight, this is Draco. Bolt surface accord established Charlie 2 north of, south of T in NAI 001.
Alright, right pole, he wants us Charlie 2 to the NAI.
Dagger 3-1, friendly forces are currently tick. And expedited cash check-in.
What's your minute?
8 Hydra.
Draco, be advised,
yellow.
I'm unable to confirm if that mortar pit destroyed. It ate 2 Hydras. And it looks like the guy's still up.
Good copy.
Or not Hydras, AGMs. You guys, the BTR is on the move from
Draco.
that location. The mortar.
Hooker, maintain 1 kilometer distance from us. 1 kilometer. Just to reiterate, we are establishing at Charlie 2.
Draco, Dagger flight, 7 ready for instruction for cast brief.
Hey, Watcher, Draco, state ordnance remaining.
Watcher is Winchester AGMs.
Alright, we're gonna gentle right. Hole, and we're
Watcher,
gonna go
this
into
is
an orbit
Draco,
south.
switch to
Charlie
defensive
2.
ISR, friendly grid. Charlie Hotel 069er 190 HLZ Paths proper.
Visual on 8 heat signatures. Confirm these are
One's
friendly.
bringing speed down to 50 for slow left-hand orbit.
Knowledge. 1, 2. I don't have that vanilla target target box marker, so a lot of these engagements I'm gonna have to follow up on your impacts.
2, acknowledge all. Or 2, 1 acknowledges all.
Report that we're established at Charlie 2, and whenever he's ready for cash check-in.
Draco,
Make sure
Dagger
those
flight.
hookers with
Advise, Dagger and Hooker's flight are staged. Charlie 2 of NAI 1, 7 ready for cast brief.
Draco's ready.
Dagger flight is limited ordnance. Flight has a total of 9 Hydras, guns amber. Time on station is going to be approximately 1+00.
Copy, Dagger flight, push BP dark. From BP dark, do you guys have visual friendlies? Then, is there, at this time, is there any lift asset on my net?
Hey, Perp, you've got a flight of 1 Hooker. Hooker, do you have packs inside?
Draco Watcher.
Advise, Hooker, additional Hooker has packs on board. Need an HLZ brief for him.
4 packs.
Total of 4 packs.
Hey, you're increasing airspeed, by the way, like, a lot.
Yeah, that's on me, bud. Moving back to 5-0.
Draco Watcher, be advised from your northeasternmost element, bearing 9-4 for 130 meters, is 1 times white van behind a rock.
Watcher.
Draco, dagger flight.
Over Draco.
Request primary tasking, remain escort with Hooker 2-1, call Cherry Ice,
Break.
and then post, infill.
Draco, be advised, 1 times BTR is currently rolling up on HM9. It's making its way towards HLZ PAPS. To the north, it is within 200 meters.
Copy, Watcher, we're tracking. Dagger Flight, this is Draco. Push BP Dark. It's on the southern side of NAI 001. Call established surface to cord.
Gonna ask him again.
Anderson 10 is for you guys to hold Overwatch or friendly position. So copy.
So, 3-1. Tracking, we have a hooker with by 4 packs that need HLZ.
I've got an
Dagger's
HLZ, I've
requesting
got
it.
one. I've got HLZ from the packs in my bag.
Run ahead of hooker, or disregard, go for let 3-2 speed.
Dagger, trigger, Dagger 2.
Hooker's broken off.
Hooker, are you breaking off? Hooker,
Push this pause, go.
pushing.
What the fuck is this, dude?
I'm calling back to you, I'm getting conflicting information.
Alright, 2 is left pole to be conflict with you. Trying to understand what the fuck is happening right now.
Hooker 2-1, do not go into
Dagger
another
flight,
HLZ
just
where we're
Argo
already lost
2-2
an
on
asset
side 1.
without escorts.
Last player, say again.
Dagger flight, Argo 2-2, ready to check.
Argo, Dagger, 3-1's got you 5x5. Are you tracking the basic brief?
Negative, not this time.
Alright, cast brief as follows. Dagger flight is limited on munitions. We got 9 hydras between the 2 birds. Our guns are amber. I've got a hooker with by 4 packs on board requesting an HLZ brief and requesting Dagger flight fly ahead of hooker to identify ice or cherry call.
Acknowledge, I'll stand by.
I believe my feedback. Just head down here for 1 second.
This is a real long time the ground force is existing without any fucking CAS right now.
Yeah, it's terrible. I think that's why they put Argo on the line.
Yeah, I mean, they've left the junior on for a while.
Dagger flight, got no HLZ this time, still working on it.
Argo advised, we are still tracking previous HLZ briefs if you want to use those previous HLZs and alternate HLZs.
Argo, be advised, enemy EI is moving towards friendly position.
Dagger flight and hooker flight. Push, TAD 2, expect HLZ brief from Draco 1-1.
Dagger flight acknowledges pushing to TAD 2.
1-4-5, say again.
Go to TAD 2.
I'm on that too.
Watcher 4-5, you have enemy EI approaching your position. I'm counting 4.
Watcher 4-5, Stalker 6.
Distance direction.
It'll be northeast for 150. Send it.
Back in. Watcher 4-5, confirm
You're on 2, right?
friendlies.
Watcher 4-5, advise lift and escorts are separated on tabs 2. Any
Watcher 4-5,
threats
Argo,
to aircraft,
defensive
please
friendlies.
notify an ABM.
Good copy. So the Watcher is currently sensor defensive friendlies. Be advised, you have one EI approaching. He's within 50 meters. Everyone, he's dead.
Watcher 4-5, say remaining munition.
Watcher's currently Winchester at this time.
Acknowledged.
Start bleeding speed, we're gonna have to hook right. Alright, 2, 1, breaking right, we're gonna
be
go ahead
advised,
and
one times BTR is approaching, break. HLZ Alpha 1.
Find the, scrub the snap. Dagger flight acknowledged.
Argo, Watcher, priority.
1's gonna look over to the direction side.
Watch yourself.
Got one times BTR slowly moving towards friendlies
Guys, 1's
from
taking fire, breaking right. It's like disc of fire coming from somewhere to the northwest.
slowly
Confirm
crawling.
BTR.
We call it, shit.
Confirm BTR. Advise, it is bearing 347 for 430 meters.
One's gonna pull right, gain altitude, attempt to gain visual or correction capture on that truck.
Watcher 4-5, remain sensors defensive friendlies, break.
Jenkins, if you look right between HM10 and HLZ cores, you'll see it. It's actually on HLZ cores proper now.
I've got visual on it.
Dagger flight, disregard.
I'm holding Charlie 1 off your cell.
Be advised that BTR is disabled.
Hey, I got launched from my
Neck
rear
call,
left
smoke in the
bearing
air.
045. 045, I just took smoke in the air. 2, 1, what's your status?
Watcher searching.
Dude's breaking off.
Hooker, continue holding Charlie 1, we've got launchers in effect.
Do I, 1, I lost you. I'm returning to
Copy, I'm just near Hooker, about 750 meters.
You guys have an idea of the bearing that the smoke was?
Approximately 045 from my egress on the gun run.
Dogger. They're wanting us to suppress the target area as Hooker 1 infills.
I'm taking disc fire again, unknown direction. But 3-1 acknowledges.
2-1. Stalker 6.
Watcher 4-5,
Make sure Eager's very in a way to get in. I'm still taking disc fire at about 600 feet.
Hey, this is shape 1-1 on checking in on TAD 1.
Left pole, left pole.
Chip up on 5 shape.
We're still
Confirm
taking forward
HM
to
14.
fire from unknown direction.
Hey, can you push to TAD 2 and figure out what's the issue with these rotary not landing?
DFC just asked me to take operational control
messing
of
with
Watcher 4-5. I copy.
Probably attack you with
I'm gonna push TAD 2.
Argo, be advised, air assets are currently getting smoke in the air and Dishka fire. That's why they're not moving.
Acknowledged.
Watcher 4-5, GFC wants you to establish your sensors within 300 meters of friendlies, defensive, looking for threats to any half force.
Pretty close. Off by 12 o'clock, I got a techie in the open and camo netting.
Watcher, you're tracking my last?
One's gun to the
Yes, Watcher has visual friendlies. Be advised, I called this before, I'm gonna call it again. You have a van within 200 meters to your northeast.
Be advised, GFC is disregarding the van. Are there any other threats to a half?
What'd you get?
Watcher
What do you
looking.
call it?
Technical destroyed. 2 ETA. I'm on TAD 1.
Pushing the TAD 1.
Any JTAC this net, Dagger flight established, Charlie 1 from NAI 001, 6 Hydra, gun yellow for Dagger 3-2, Dagger 3-1, Hydra's black, gun red.
This is shape 1-1. We're trying to get Watcher to establish scans over friendly location to confirm any threats for a half. If we find any threats, posture
Drop
to
altitude,
engage.
man.
Once Hooker comes in for landing, I'll probably have you assist with escort as well. I'll copy.
Knowledge, Dagger flight is taking
Dishka?
sporadic Dishka fire.
HM29.
HM29.
Please take speed at 76.
That was
As well as HM30.
HM29.
A firm, Dagger flight is getting engaged by Dishka at HM29.
You have visual on it? Because I don't see it.
Get 12. 11 close.
Got visual on
Shape,
tracers.
be
Give them right.
advised, I've done a scan. Picture's clean at this time.
3.32 cans. 3.32 cans and things. I should be good. I took small arms.
Dagger, are
Whatever
you
the fuck
comfortable
that was.
engaging the Dishka at HM29?
Level out so I can
Starting
with my
6.
sensors.
Dagger,
Again.
this is shape.
Yeah, I'm good. I said engage it. Suppress it. How are you guys on fuel up there?
Stalker 6,
Red pole,
ABN.
got sensors on HM29.
Dagger flight is comfortable engaging HM29 at those static Dishka.
Copy. Let me get effects when able.
Dagger flight commence engagement. I'm contact. Commence engagement. I'm on your trail.
Is he up like, HM29 is not that target. Go ahead and engage him, I can't see him. Visual on that tech.
Be advised, HM29 has moved.
I got visual on techie in the open, left pole. Full on guns.
Make sure you break right.
We'll break right. One right pole, we're taking additional fire, I think from our 5 o'clock.
BDA as follows. Technical destroyed. We're taking additional Dishka fire from the east. Unknown distance. Yeah, I got a guy
Dagger
shooting
from
at
your
me
position
fucking
east
3
or from
o'clock.
your last struck target east?
Fucking push to engagement if you got visual on him.
I don't see him. Stand by. And Dagger 3-1 is engaging in self-defense. tactical that we previously engaged on the hill?
Yeah.
There's more dudes there.
Alright, Red Bull. I got visual on the guy. On near the building.
Hold on, he's clipping my fucking cockpit. I'm breaking my...
Copy, I have visual on you.
I got visual on you. I'll follow up while altitude.
Tiger 3-1, Watcher
I'm going for that right back on
4-5, ABN.
Dagger flight, once you are engagement complete, I'm going to want you to anchor of your current hold northeast for about 2 kilometers.
On the right-hand side. They got another techie under me, it looks like. That's a fucking BTR! Go into me! Bye, Dagger 3-1's being engaged by BTR. Stand by for marking.
Copy.
Mark Tango Juliet 1. Fly 1 BTR. Dagger 3-1's gonna engage the defensive flight. You got visual on that BTR?
He's getting engaged.
1's engaging the defensive flight. 1 on the defensive flight.
I'm on your trail.
Got smokestack left pole. Go ahead and follow up with, actually, reserve munitions. I'm down to 176 on the gal. And Drake to Dagger 3-1, BDA is follows by 1, BTR disabled. I got smokestack. Stand by for observance on quarters.
V-Rise, you guys are getting engaged by Dishka HM30. It's on a techie.
I got no visual on HM30. Okay, what's your status?
Pushing to Baldwin now.
Good copy. Dagger flight's gonna push and cover you over on Baldwin. Light full.
Hey, Franco, is there a rearm plan for me?
Settled. Negative.
Good copy.
Okay, take it.
What you had is what you had.
I got visual on you over Baldwin. I'm observing tracer fire. That is a possible fucking BTR. 3-2, push on me.
He's settled.
I'm down on Baldwin. Down safe on Baldwin.
Start getting out to that looks BTR. BTR and Tango Juliet 2. Net call BTR, Tango Juliet 2, Dagger 3132 engaging in defensive flight. 32, say rocket count.
Copy.
I'm gonna head over.
Mark it with tracer.
Yep. 3-1 guns. 3-2, hold fire, it's smokestack. 3-1's left pole. Hooker will follow you out. 2, go jammers on.
Hooker's out to the left.
Draco, Dagger flight is out to the west, or Dagger 3-1 is out to the west with 3-2 stagger behind, escorting Hooker out. 3-2, go ahead and push south, we'll meet back at Charlie 2.
Knowledge. Taking dish fire, but it's
And Draco, additional, Dagger flight is going to push Charlie 2 at this time. Say when ready for munitions update. Acknowledge your pull.
Cal's out. I'm hit.
That call, Dagger 3-2 is pan at this time, lost the tail rotor. I'm observing his egress to the west.
Yeah, Dagger flight, we're currently retrograding, push back to HQ. All friendly elements are out of NAI at this time.
I am
Dagger flight
actively bleeding out. I got a touchdown.
to HQ. Advise, Dagger 3-2's got to set down at this time. Dagger 3-1's going to provide overhead. He's actively bleeding out at this time.
Copy.
Alright, keep me updated. You still alive?
I have eyes on him, touchdown.
Got eyes on his HOG as well. 2-1, radio check.
Dagger flight, this is Draco. Secure the fallen bird at this time, and you're going to be given an RTB.
I need to get out and see if he's still conscious.
Already on it.
Advise, Draco, Dagger, or disregard last. Alright.
I can disregard your, Dagger, if you are
I forgot about that.
in the air, push back to HQ proper. Watch your status.
At this time,
Dagger.
Watcher is observing Dagger on the ground to make sure, or defensive Dagger. Fuck me.
Copy, Watcher. Hold 360 defensive of Dagger.
Alright, you got control. Yep. Advise Draco, Dagger Flight is egressing at this time. 3-2 has control of the aircraft, heading back to Jasak Annex at this time.
Okay, where
Copy,
you at?
Dagger Flight. You're
I'm on
on
base,
base HQ. Advise caution, you have one by Hooker on base.
Pull left to go to the annex. So you'll see me passing on your left-hand side. Just follow me in. And say again, last Draco. You want to line up and just slide it down the runway, or do you want to try to land it on a pinnacle or on a point?
I'm just gonna slide it down the runway. Where's the, where are you at? I'm not even visual to you.
I'm to your 12 o'clock by about maybe 500 meters.
I think I'm desynced.
Yeah, you maybe are, because I see you right in front of me, right behind me at my 7 o'clock.
Alright. We don't have any local traffic, so let me call it. Watcher 4-5, advise you are not to land. Just return the, push it back into flat airspace.
You got visual on me?
No, I'm still desynced.
Good copy. You don't look desynced. You're flying normally for me. I'm lifting altitude to see if you can see me.
No, there's nothing. There's no one in front of me, dude.
That's crazy.
On
Use your CTAB to navigate to the runway.
That's what I'm saying. CTAC, you're not there. No one's there.
Oh, your CTAB broke. That'll be what we'll blame. Alright, I'm landing up on the runway. I wish you the best of luck. Hey, cool. Alright, this is 27.
Watcher copies, moving back to HA Dawn.
Nice touchdown, too.
You know how many close calls I've had?
You have a massive close call.
This has been insane. Well, are you a net?
That would be a no.
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I thought it was lag because looking at my screen, he just like popped.
I
also thought that, but
Is aviation here?
I've got myself. I don't know where Wayland is. I got Wayland over here, Franco.
Everyone from
Good.
aviation is present.
Everybody here.
All right, so
Yes.
just so everyone understands what happened, one of the aircraft landed on an IED that detonated and destroyed the aircraft and killed everyone on board. That immediately hit my no-go criteria, so we aborted the assault and then switched posture to retrograde south away from the objective and try to coordinate an exfil. The coordination for the exfil took half an hour. Personally, me looking at it, it seems like an issue that's primarily sensor shooter. We had the understanding that the first time the aircraft tried to come in, it was engaged with too much hostile fire. Immediately, the overhead sensors' only priority should have been locating where that fire was coming from and then passing that targeting data off to the escorts. That should have been the only thing that was happening. I don't know why I was getting told about a fucking white van 3 times while that was going on. And that extended the extraction operation to 30 fucking minutes. So, first part, just Franco, do you have insights on this?
Hello, test.
Yep.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, there was a lot of procedural things that I normally would have said no to that Lashley knows better. We don't separate overhead ISR from the escorts because now I have to talk through ABN to talk to the ISR overhead. You removed our SA over controlling to an extent, not a crazy amount. And then the amount of conflicting information from lift assets to escorts to overhead ISR. There was a lot of things that are happening because of the mixture of controllers. That was the biggest thing. We needed a single controller for that, but obviously this is training. This is the time to do it. Or no, it's not training. What is this? It's considered training.
It's not.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's not?
Not
That
really.
wasn't.
Okay, so not the time to do it then. Lashley should have been lead for pretty much all of it then, so he can show and lead by example. There was a lot of things that we don't normally do.
Well, Lashley died.
There's that.
So, I mean, I don't know. You hear Lashley?
That's
Whatever.
probably what led to that.
Were you controlling aircraft after you respawned?
I had Watcher for about 3.5 minutes. Other than that, I gave an SLG brief to Hooker, which was aborted because of the Iglis, and after that, I had no contact with the aircraft. I also did not have contact for the pre-planned strikes, and anything before that.
You didn't have contact with Watcher on TAD 1 when the half was flying out?
No, that for the pre-planned strikes, I gave them to Best. I planned on getting back control after we were skids down, but my helicopter blew up, so I decided it was probably best to have a actually alive and situationally aware controller maintain communications with the flight, as I was several clicks away.
So there's a whole lot of stuff to unpack there, but suffice to say, Franco, I think you and I understand the discussions that need to happen to try and correct this stuff. So, good on that. After that incident occurred, Smith, good on stepping up, and then your control of the rest of the element afterwards was good to go. I don't really have too many comments about it. I know we were just kind of just sitting there pulling security and engaging context as it came in, but I mean, you guys did it really well, so.
Good to go. Took me a bit to get on the net, but had to get the immediate firefight out of the way first.
All right, and then for everyone else who got blown up on the half coming in, we obviously did not have a reinsertion plan because we couldn't even get a deinsertion plan. So there's no reinsertion plan either. And we can't just I know Midas got TP'd back out, but he had his internet disconnect.
No, I tried just for reference. If anybody,
don't dig yourself in a hole, Midas. Just shut up.
don't try to flip these thermals down. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't do it.
All right. So, I mean, that's, we're moving into our, quote unquote, actual storyline. TP's back out after getting died. I mean, we need to have a valid reinsertion plan. If we don't have a reinsertion plan, it just kind of sucks. So, and I know the meme of, well, just don't fucking die, doesn't really apply to you guys, but I guess we're gonna have to figure out addressing landing helicopters in potential IED locations.
Honestly, that was just really bad luck. I'm gonna be honest. Your other HOZs perfectly fine. They were past the minefield. Your last one there was literally smack dab right in the center, and the helicopter just happened to land at the edge of the HLZ box, which had an IED placed right at it. And these were placed well in advance before you guys even wrote up a plan. So I'm not here to try and fuck you
No,
personally or anything.
You're good. It's just
It was
crazy
just
bad luck.
really, really bad.
I mean, I thought I put him far enough away, but guess not.
Just a heads up, the drone cannot see IEDs, so there was no way for me to tell.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, we're likely getting an RQ4 with GMTI, so maybe we should have better information on this in the future.
Hey, MQ1s have GMTI as well. Just saying.
This is also true.
Hey. Don't tell Myth. That'll piss him off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't tell Myth that, dude.
I don't care.
Well, I mean, technically an MQ1 has whatever the fuck you put on it, which is just about anything, so.
True.
All right. From that, I'm gonna open it up to Smith already went, McDonald, Caves if you're here, and then everyone else.
I got nothing.
Yeah, can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Good to go.
Waylon, I'm sorry. You look like you were wearing a towel from a distance. That's all I have to say at that.
Oh,
damn! Have a good.
Simround Part 2.
Hang on.
Yeah.
In my defense, there's not.
Dave's
I
getting a
mean,
new
I should
nickname?
have ID'd it. Hang on. So,
Back to
I
Hot
was
Shot.
watching my sector. Never knew.
On
Didn't know there was a
Impel now?
pilot coming in. Did not know there was a pilot coming in because I thought you died in the IED blast. Don't know where you came from. I see a dude running at us with a gun from the direction we just took contact. I'm looking at you. You look like you're wearing a towel head, or you got a towel on your head. I'm like, fuck it. So I squeeze off a round. You keep coming. So I squeeze off another. You keep coming. So I said, fuck it. I let him rip. I tagged you once, and you survived. So we're good.
That's crazy.
You survived. So
All
you're
right,
good.
so Cave's new nickname might be AA for anti-air.
Or Alcoholics Anonymous.
Hey, how did you survive that, Waylon?
How did I
Yeah.
survive it? I just didn't respawn, and the Zeus was grateful, and Z healed me, so I get to do my seer large. Except it was
didn't
not really
heal
seer
you.
large. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Somebody Z healed me.
All right. Does anyone else have anything that's legitimate?
Oh, I do have something else. When we took contact at the HLZ, we were already told to move out of it. I don't know what was happening, but there was one or two guys that lingered behind, so it took us a while to get away from the helicopter after the initial bounding call. I'm not exactly sure what was happening there. Someone said
Yeah.
something about rubber banding, but I don't know.
There was a decent delay before. I mean, Smith, how long was it after the helicopter exploded before you got a hold of me?
Smith left.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a delay before Smith. I didn't even know that happened. Probably for about 2 minutes. So.
Yeah, the server just, on my end at least, the server just froze. I don't know if it was the gore mod. I'm assuming it was the gore mod because I saw like body parts everywhere after like the bird exploded. And everything was just frozen on my end. Like I saw the technical fly through the air like after everything kind of settled down.
I didn't really, when I added that gore mod, I didn't really consider an entire friendly aircraft exploding on an IED. So
yeah. Somehow
Very
Acre was
unforeseen
working perfectly
circumstance.
fine, but like for me, the whole server was just frozen.
Oh, for me, it was buttery smooth. I watched Waylon's demise in real time, smooth.
All right. Well, if no one has anything else, then we're good. Oh, expect to return to that location next weekend.
Perfect.
Aviation debrief, mess room.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Disconnected from your channel. Channel switched.
I picked a good time to record.
I recorded that a whole lot.
We'll have to watch each other's clips afterwards.
You know why I wasn't looking at shit and trying to find stuff for you guys?
Oh, hey, they're in the Discord, not in here.
Okay.
I just realized. Mess room.
User disconnected from your channel.
Right, I don't think he pancaked.
Oh yeah, he was under the inclusion. He was like, nah, there's no way he didn't do it. And I was like, there's a chance. There's a chance that it's just like been a while and hey.
No, dude.
Why is it?
All right, but we'll get into the AR. So let's talk about what was planned and what did happen, what didn't happen. We did the initial training at the very beginning with 2-ship. I think that went pretty well. Obviously, at the end, we did not get to use the actual co-pilot thing because the mission required 3 lift assets of 3 H6s. So that obviously led to a ripple effect of stuff. The MQ-1 did everything as expected, all the way from queuing at the very, very beginning. It was very short, but technically we did do it. And then we also, later on, the MQ-1 would follow on to queue multiple targets in that second iteration of I'm still going to call it training because it felt like. That was a very good example. Whenever I was in Dagger 3-2 for the QRF element, and then obviously Jenkins was in Dagger 3-1, it was really hard to find targets. Most of the time, we were finding things that were shooting at us and then shooting at them in return, just because it was that hard to acquire targets in that saturated fucking AO. So the MQ-1 helped a lot with queuing, a lot, significantly. And then obviously that stopped. Whenever we started getting pushed to different nets, we've talked about this before. Obviously not with everyone, though, that is present. If we have multiple CAS and lift all operating in the same AO, we should not be pushing them to different TADs.
Can I piggyback on that?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I my God, I pray I had the footage for it, but it looks like all my stuff got corrupted. But when that was happening, the reason when we split to those 2 TADs was only for one reason, and that was so I could shoot off the HLZ brief on TAD 2 to the 47. I asked Lashley to push the 47 onto TAD 2 so I can give it a brief. It pushed over to TAD 2, but for some reason with the 47, all the CAS assets and the screening assets pushed with it for some reason. So when I gave the HLZ brief, I had the 47 on TAD 2, but I also had the 2 what was it? Were there MH6s, CAS MH6s, correct? Or whoever whatever
daggers.
The screening, daggers, whatever. I had the 2 daggers for some reason on with me on TAD 2. I don't know if they were on TAD 1 as well. But after I realized that, I pushed it back to TAD 1. and that was like when the two cast platforms split, and that was definitely I don't know where the miscommunication was, but I pushed TAD 2 only for HLZ briefs and only for the hooker, and somehow that moved all the assets over as well.
Jenkins, unless you can recall, I specifically recall us getting told to push to TADS 2.
I did, and then I remember being told to push back to TADS 1.
It wasn't until after, though.
Yeah, but no, we were on TADS 2 for a bit.
All right, so for clarification, I'm going to give you my perspective as one of the CAS players in the stack. I had 0 SA that a lift asset was going in to where we were actively engaging. That's your guys' job. Right? But because I had enough SA, and because I was keeping a very tight grip on Hooker 2-1 as to where he was and where he was in the stack, I'm going to be genuinely honest with you. To some degree, I felt like I had more SA than the controllers that were with the ground force. I don't know how we got to a lift asset was entering into an area where we were actively engaging and shooting over the aircraft.
Into a BTR.
Yeah. That is like...
That would have been my bad. Basically, Bess was saying like I should send because I had control dagger. So he was like, you should send the northeast to engage whatever's engaging us near the LZ and suck up the fire.
No, this is after. This is before.
Before that?
Yeah, this is what you're talking about. It's the last actual time when they actually did get the pickup going.
Yeah.
What Franco's talking about is the original fucking time when they pushed the HLZ, and the I'm gonna kill myself.
Gay.
And the hooker was pushing into landing, and they took fire. There was that could be allocated for I'm assuming there's 2 reasons that this could have happened. Reason 1 is they split to the 2 TADs. So I wasn't getting told. Basically, the setup that we had going when that incident happened was we had Argo on TAD 1 at base. Let me mute the stream. At base with the drone doing scans. I asked him specifically to do defensive scans of the HLZ, make sure there's nothing there, and tell me if there's anything there. And while he was doing that, I had Hooker come in. Basically, I had the Overwatch with the drone, and I had the Hooker coming in. I got nothing from the drone at all. I got nothing from... I'm assuming the drone didn't just call out anything to Argo originally, but if there was if that information wasn't passed down at all, something happened. But I do agree with Curran. For some reason, the only thing that was getting called out in the whole objective area the whole time was the white van and occasionally the BTR. I did not I didn't get any. I wasn't told that there was anything at all on the HLZ when the bird was coming in. And then you guys took fire, and then you guys waved off. And then Curran kept asking why, why isn't the bird coming in? Why isn't the bird coming in? And I'm trying to explain that they're taking fire from an unknown location. The drone can't identify it. And Jenkins, I was rubber banding, that's why I flew. And the Reaper, or the drone, couldn't identify the place they were shooting at, and the screeners couldn't return fire. That's what I told them on the spot. And then what I ended up doing is I ended up pushing the screeners north, which should have been done way earlier. I pushed the screeners north of the HLZ to attract the fire, and then I was able to land the hooker with only light small arms and push it out. That was the only way I found to get the 47 in. But what happened before was because there was either no proper eyes that just didn't call out any threats, or the threats were called out. So that's where I need to understand what happened, because
Aviation was doing better at communicating internal than communicating with the terminal controllers. So the amount of time it took to get skids down and a QRF back up, right? So this is what happens. We go skids down at the original HLZ, we lose one H6. I immediately already know we need to retask. Either one, do the reinsert for the dead people, because I know there's going to be a mass cas, and they broke up on impact. We already lost min force requirement, which is 3 lift assets of H6s. So that's already an abort criteria. So I already know that's why you had a 47 on station. That was pure AMC initiative.
Yeah.
Just to further expand on that, but that took less than 60 seconds. The longest part was the 45 second spool time it takes for the 60 to spool up. It took that infill was purely terminal side. And I'm going to add some other things. You guys had 2 alternate HLZs pre-made, pre-briefed.
Yes.
You guys had all of the tools.
Exactly. I was being told to put an HLZ south. I told Kern that we could land the 47 on these 4 HLZs. He said, "No, we're moving north, and you're making another one." That's if the question is why there was another HLZ made, that's why.
It's not that. I'm just saying, like, the amount of time it took to get another asset in was astronomical. Because, like, our response time was fast. We were back up in a very reasonable time. They just spent I want to say 40 minutes loitering. Like, and a lot of it is 100% terminal. I don't want to step on your guys' dick, but I was about just getting ready to start coordinating all the shit myself. And mind you, right, I still have direct comms with the GFC. I could have directly coordinated with the GFC. I chose not to. I chose to let this shit play out. But for future reference, right, the lift assets will never be pushed on another net. They will always be required to monitor. So this is a previous thing. Lift and CAS will always monitor TADS 1 for situational awareness. All fires will happen on TADS 1. Lastly, what net did we use for HLZ briefing?
PZCN.
Was that not communicated before Wheels Up?
I communicated to them, to the new controllers last Sunday that we use PZCN for HLZ briefs.
So why did that not happen? Did we just forget? Was it just heat of the moment?
I remember that you guys pushed to a different net. I did not remember that you guys pushed to PZCN. I pushed to a second net because that was I thought that you guys just pushed to a different net for HLZ briefs. I didn't specifically think PZCN.
I do think this would have been a very drastically different outcome if Lashley didn't die on that aircraft.
Swiss cheese model, man. It always gets you.
Well, no, it's just that there's like Lashley would have already automatically known like there were some red flags. That was a lot of like things we'd never do that happened tonight. The other additional thing is who can call the abort criteria for whether or not an aircraft lands or doesn't land?
That would be the pilot, the controller, and the GFC.
I'm pretty sure it's anyone.
Who ultimately has a safety of aircraft?
The pilot has the ultimate decision.
Right. Do we know if I think now I'm not going to ask that. We know Dishka can take out aircraft. There's a certain amount of risk that we can and cannot take. The original placement for the HLZ was in direct line of sight of 2 Dishkas of the 47. I don't know if that was intentional, if you guys were aware of that, and that's just like the amount of risk that Ground Force Commander was willing to take. But I can guarantee you the amount of time it would have taken to load everyone onto a 47, his engines are out. He's not going back up. So like you guys also got to do that risk assessment of whether or not. So does the pilot as well. That was I can guarantee you we would have had multiple fallen angels to the point where we wouldn't have any pilots to lift you guys out.
So is the concern here on the extraction HLZ or the ingress? Or, like,
it was the QRF. It was the original QRF infill for the 47.
Okay, so was there at all? Okay, okay. Here, let me clarify. There was the GOC did not intend to do a QRF infill at all. The intention was to get the 47 down for extract, and we're immediately retrograding. So when you were bringing that 40, yeah.
Jenkins, you're the only pilot. Did we ever have the intent, and did we ever get an update as to what we were doing, or what was the plan?
No.
Whose job is that to communicate that?
Okay.
Controller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lack of SA. I'm telling you from our perspective.
Engaging just things that were engaging us. We were reacting in self-defense the whole time.
Okay.
The only people I can't call on is well, actually, yeah, you too. Lemons. You're the other pilot that was up. Did you know what you were doing? Did you know that you were extracting rather than deploying the QRF?
I didn't know I was doing either.
Okay. This is a lack of. You guys are the extension of the GFC. The GFC tells you whatever he wants to do, and you have to communicate that to the air stack. We had 0 SA, like 0 SA. I'm really glad that at least the MQ1 was Winchester by the time the AH-60s got in the overhead, because I'm willing to bet they wouldn't have been deconflicted either.
By the way, this actually pertains. What was the were there, like, this is a Lashley question, were there any calls from the drone, like recon calls when we were at that PZ posture, taking, like, when the birds were taking fire? Even if it was on TAD 1 and wasn't on TAD 2, and we're not consolidated on one TAD, so that the aircraft weren't getting SA, were there any comms at all for that? Because if there were comms, I would have assumed that would have been pushed up the chain to me.
The only thing that I heard on TAD 1 from the drone operator was that there was a BTR pushing you from Hudson Lake 2. I knew about the Iglas when Lemons told me that you were engaged by Nigla, and I had asked him.
So
when
it came to that ISR, I was communicating it all internally because I had no way of talking to the CAS assets or the lift assets to tell them where things were, and going through the controller just to have it go through another controller to have it go to the assets is far more inefficient than just going straight to them when I have direct comms with them. I also wanted to speak on the van thing. You guys gave me the criteria of defensive friendlies of 300 meters, and every time.
Yeah, that was my bad. Yeah. I was gonna extend you out. Yeah. But then we got Dagger, and I got preoccupied with that.
Every single time you called me in, that's the only thing that was there within 300 meters. But anyways, so yeah, a lot of it was internal comms, just because that was the easiest way to get the stuff out. So.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. You guys, time of flight. I mean, he's already talking about it right now. Kern's already talking about it. I had to recommend to the controllers an extended TOT because I knew how long it was going to take for the MQ1 to engage all those targets. That is like a 40-second time of flight.
I'm
one Hellfire.
I'm gonna speak on that because I'm writing this as you speak in Ready Room. I talked to Kern about this, and like, he specifically said that he wanted effects on the target after you have passed the RP. For that to happen, basically Kern said, well, flight time is 10 seconds, so I want you firing 10 seconds before we hit RP, so that the effects happen at the RP. I recommended him to do earlier. I actually wanted the strikes to start firing when you guys were passing ACP Alpha 3. That's when I thought it was the correct version. But at that moment, Kern like wanted me to strike it when like we're closer, because I guess he assumed that there was going to be QRF showing up to the HLZ. Especially regarding to the pre-des fires. Yeah, this is another question. I believe like the most, when it comes to at least the controlling side of it, the deepest, like the root issue is there's no understanding of what exactly, and this might be out here, but what exactly our responsibilities are, because in some sense there's a confusion regarding, are we like when do we make our small micro decisions? When do we make the small adjustments on the fly to get the pilot's essay, to get this essay? And when do we repeat exactly what the GOC says? Because we've had this conversation with Kern multiple times where there would be an unknown line between suggesting, advising, and just making our own decision. Because, and I've experienced this when in other units where the GFC would like want effects like 10 meters away from friendlies and expect no casualties. This isn't, of course, this isn't the case here, but that's an exaggeration. And I feel like, in all honesty, all of that, like whatever happened today, there was a lot of issues to break down, and a lot of this could have been solved by longer pre-planning. And
yeah, this is the example of ad hoc though. We already know tonight was going to be ad hoc. You guys didn't have any products. We know the difference between products and ad hoc. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. The ARSOA, so pre-merge, know the difference between what pre-planning looks like and what it doesn't look like. You guys will have so much information. You guys will know when pre-planning is done. And whenever you show up and you kind of like don't know anything that's happening, like you're asking what's the air stack, that's a good indication that's ad hoc. You guys have to be able to do ad hoc, just as you guys have to be able to do pre-plan. Okay. So it's not really so much to fall on. All this could have been deconflicted pre-planning.
Yeah,
it's just better management doing this shit ad hoc.
Yeah. And I agree. Ad hoc is it's definitely something that we need to be doing. It's like one of the most important things. But when it does come to that, if we could, like, I do feel like I didn't do enough planning because Kern put down all the Wait, did you guys put the HLZs or did Kern put down the HLZs?
Kern.
Okay.
We placed down the alternate.
Okay, good. Was there, like, how much communication was between you guys and Kern? Because from my perspective, from the way Kern briefed us, from my talks with him before we even stepped off, my perspective was that, Kern already figured everything out. All I have to do is make sure, tell the drone when to fire on the pre-designated strikes, and then hand it off to Lashley just to, like, route aircraft around.
No. Are you talking about how the succession was supposed to go?
No, the plan was, before step off, is that I was gonna do the pre-death strikes. I was gonna do, like, before we stepped off, I was giving out the 9-line to go.
You're doing pre-fires, yeah.
Yeah, I was doing pre-fires, and then immediately once I release those fires to happen, Lashley would take over, and he would do the rest. But that's besides the point. My point is that there was a weird intention kind of converted, that especially with like everything drawn on the map and everything, that this actually, first of all, this felt like a training scenario. No one actually can you
go back to your original point, please?
Oh my god, I'm losing myself through going back and forward. Fuck.
All right, well, we'll extend this conversation later for anyone who wants to stay afterwards. Lemon Z, one thing I have for you is you decided to, I know you're getting conflicting orders, but this is like your personal assessment. we know an aircraft went down on an HLZ, and you were going to an HLZ within close proximity to it. You had 2 people that could have escorted you, but you didn't really communicate, and we were like trying to hell you in the middle of it. As it looked like to us, you were just like full on going. That's your assessment. If you want to take that risk, you can take that risk. But if you know you have people that could have provided escort as a lift asset, you should not be going into an HLZ without a cherry or ice call from someone else.
Which LZ are you talking about? Are you
all of them were within close proximity
the
of
one
one
where
another.
I came back to you guys?
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna be on tomorrow?
To be determined.
Maybe.
I should be.
Actually, hold on. This was a question that occurred to me during the op when Kern asked this. If you guys are escorting a lift bird onto an HLZ, how hot does the HLZ have to be for you guys to like abort everything, including the escort? Because from what my understanding, when we were at the HLZ and when the 47 waved off twice, Carden was like, "Well, you guys have an escort. Why isn't the escort just screening while the bird lands?"
So,
because yeah,
I mean, I
The simple answer to that is like 3 BTRs.
Well,
yeah,
there's that, but also, okay, so the escort's function, aside from, literally escorting the flight, is every HLZ has a cherry and ice criteria. If that HLZ does not meet ice or is not ice, it is upon the escort to make that HLZ ice. That means that they have freedom of maneuver to do whatever they need to make that HLZ ice. That means that they're not going to be riding the ass of the aircraft they are escorting.
So
whenever our function is to determine that ice or cherry criteria. So here's something else I'll give further perspective on. I don't want to further extend this conversation to everyone. I do want to eventually close this up. But Jenkins, me and you were the escorts afterwards, but the other escort at the very beginning was good. Was any of the escorts tonight, anyone who was armed, was anyone told what was the cherry or ice criteria? Yes or no?
No, we were not given a cherry ice criteria. We were going to have to make our own up.
Lashley, weren't we supposed to write that down? I remember talking to us about
we
it.
have a standard for an ALR. For like ALR moderate, the cherry ice criteria for daytime, it'd be, let me take a look at it. So for daytime, the cherry is RPGs with a line of sight and able to fire. Any air defense within their respective WES and able to fire, like they're not behind a fucking mountain. And 50 calibers, 800 meters or less. Also able to fire.
By not giving us anything, by not communicating anything to us, it is up to the escort to make that decision. And obviously that lift asset is going to be the one to trust his escorts, whether they're calling cherry or ice. And they're typically not going to commit to a landing if the escorts are saying, hey, it's cherry. Because that means the escorts need to prosecute, neutralize the threat, and then they'll call ice. Then that entire time we were trying to make that HLZ ice. The amount of we were getting hit. The escorts were taking damage.
Ranko landed without a fucking tail rotor. He got the shit better out of him.
Alright, so we can.
I just need to close this out so that if you guys want to continue the conversation, you can optionally stay. Otherwise, I do want to hurry up and end this so everyone can go about their lives. That was the only thing I had for you, Lemons. Waylon.
Yep.
I don't have much, man. You got shot down, and you did good for the. Apparently, you got shot by friendlies. I didn't even know that either.
Oh yeah.
So for anything in the future, if anyone gets shot down, you go to the highest COC that you can find. You ask them where's the HQ element. You will always default to the HQ element because they will get you out of the AO. That's just basic procedure. Find the highest rank there. They will push you further up. You belong to them. You belong to them. You're under their custody. Whatever they say goes. That's kind of how that goes. And then it's at their convenience to get you out. You're not a priority. Jenkins, that was Everything was as fragment. Very very dynamic.
It was what it was. Kind of just
Good.
applied by the senior plants.
That was pretty good. That was the other thing. I know you asked about rearm. You guys got really used to fucking going through almost 20 goddamn Hellfires back then. Whatever you have is what you have. If we don't have a paved runway, your ass is not landing to go rearm. That means whenever you are Winchester, that was it, and you're just a sensor at that point. You have to be very conservative, right? I know we decided to use the MQ1 for pre-fires especially because we didn't have escorts, so that was like non-negotiable. So that otherwise the MQ1 sits at the top of the kill chain. They use Hellfires anything that can shoot or anything the escorts cannot handle themselves. The MQ1 handles. Obviously, we didn't know that we were going to get the AH6s afterwards, so I think you going Winchester was just reactive. Best and Midas, you guys just have to integrate more and get more exposure. Obviously, right, you guys are getting shotgun blasted by like, no, you shouldn't have done this. No, you should have done this. No, we don't do that. Like, that's going to get ironed out with time. I'm going to be honest with you. I want Lashley running it so that you guys can see it.
Fine. Well, he was supposed to be primary anyways.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I didn't really do much tonight. I'd say my two mistakes are the 300 meters within the LZ, and then I don't think I told you guys that. When I told you to go northeast, I don't know if I said it so we could get a bird in. That might have been my bad, but I didn't really do much. Like, did I send much? Like, do you have any advice, or what should I?
The biggest thing I need from all three of you, you are the only situational awareness we have, and it matters the most in ad hoc. You have to tell us literally, just fucking use plain English. Hey, the ground force is retrograding. The GFC is aborting. We are trying to get exfil. That is vital information that was never communicated to the stack. Like, you have to communicate your maneuver, what the commander's intent is, in order for us to achieve it. Otherwise, I was so genuinely honest with you, that entire time, we thought that the 47 was going to insert the QRF and then continue the assault on the objective. That's the amount of SA that we lack.
I didn't even know
that
you guys
needs to drastically change.
I didn't even know you
thought that
guys
as
did
well.
reinserts in this unit.
And
I thought this was
I'll
like
take-
one life.
I'll take the blame for that. I should have controlled from the beginning. After my helicopter blew up, I think it's.
I mean, dude,
I
you
think it's still
died.
the best
There's nothing you
decision.
could have done.
I think it's the best
Right.
decision to have the 18 Echo nearest to actually alive in the field, have control.
The other thing was, whoever was that senior controller should have been on the aircraft with the GFC. I should not have been listening to Kern talk to Midas for Midas to talk to Best about things about the aircraft and answering basic shit. I don't know whose idea that was to load the aircraft that way. You are attached to the GFC, or Midas should have had primary control in that scenario. Whatever the fucking conversation, whatever you guys pre-briefed with, if you guys somehow fucking end up in the wrong chalks or whatever, whoever is sitting by the GFC should be the one primarily. We should have a direct line to the aircraft.
Franco, I was giving the loading order. I was given the load order to load with my direct GFC. Do you want the senior controller to load with 2-0?
Whoever is controlling the air stack needs to be tied with the actual ground force commander.
Trucking.
Anyone else, right? Think about fucking. You guys weren't there for that. Whenever you have multiple headquarter elements, right? Whenever you have like GFC for 3222, GFC for 3224. They're not the primary GFC. They have to still go through the GFC to get priority in order for assets to be allocated to them.
Okay, I'll send that to McD, so he's aware that
No, that was already communicated. We had this discussion already. That was we already had this conversation.
Yeah, I was unaware. I thought I was attached to McD's hip at all times.
Whoever, no. Well, not just you, Lashley. Whoever is the controller controlling the air stack.
Sure. Okay.
Right? Because you're the only person from 3222, guess what? Midas or Best are going to have to get attached to McDonald as a controller, because that's what they're there for.
Trucking. And the detachment commanders know this.
The detachment commander what?
The detachment commanders know that their senior 18 Echo is to be in the same chalk as 320.
No, it's not the senior 18 Echo. It's any fucking Echo
Echo control,
that is controlling the air stack.
controlling.
Yes.
Echo controlling.
Yes.
He's in the same bird as the, and they know this. Okay.
It should be that way. I don't like we already again. I think maybe we just everyone wasn't there, but we had that discussion already. With that was the way it was supposed to be ran, and then wasn't.
Okay. I was aware.
If you guys have lives, you guys have something to do, you guys are all good. That was the primary required AAR. If you guys want to continue this conversation, it is optional at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm still around. So.
Yeah, before I leave, I do want to say, you guys are all coming Thursday, right, controllers?
Thursday? Oh, at 6 o'clock, probably.
Yeah. We need to sit down. We need to figure out what the structure, like how we're actually going to delegate all this stuff. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was under the assumption that this was a training. I don't know.
I think it was supposed to be a training as well, but Kern wanted to make it sting a little bit more. So it doesn't really matter.
I think that's what he wants.
Yeah, and I for training purposes wanted to like delegate us to do pre-des with one controller and then like do the like actual everything else with the other. Stupid idea now that I think about it. I just did it for training purposes and because I actually like wrote out on my notebook the whole pre-des and how I was gonna do it. It didn't help that the moment you were supposed to take it back, Lashley, and actually route all the aircraft and do all that, you died.
Yes.
That was extremely unfortunate. That actually adds to the IED luck.
It does.
And I hope this doesn't start, if you're not controlling, you're going to die trend with the controllers, because I've seen that curse happen before. But...
Shut up.
Oh my fucking god.
For future reference, it'll just go senior, and then the other senior, and then the junior, and then the other junior. Or the juniors will just have to like play rock, paper, scissors, I don't know.
Yeah.
If the two juniors are there.
And I do need to work with whatever you guys have for rotary wise, because
Midas and Best, you gotta remember we're on PZCN for HLZ briefs.
I never touched any of that shit, but yeah, next time.
That's fine. It's fine.
Also, Franco did bring up a good point. Seniority.
That's new.
Oh, holy shit. You're mentioning how it goes controlling wise if there's only one controller in station. If there is multiple controllers, and I did mention this before we stepped off, it's who it like. Actually, I'm gonna just branch off here. If there is a situation like this where one controller goes down, and there's like, can we just default to the controller who's closest to the GFC? Because that was a big issue. Like if we have a controller who's back at base or something controlling, that's bringing it pretty hard.
My game crashed, and then I don't know how you guys run it here, but it took fucking forever to get teleported. I had to put it inside chat, all embarrassingly and shit. So.
Also,
that's common. You can also go to ONI and try and contact ladder.
He doesn't have fucking C-tab, dude. I don't know why your guys' Zeus doesn't miss. I didn't get to do it. Dude, I jerked off today. That's what I did here, bro. I'm so pissed I didn't get to do anything.
Dude.
We're not going to be able to do anything for a while.
God damn, dude. The mood in the Chinook after we blew up was like, it was so melancholic, bro. The guys I was sitting next to were like, God damn it. It's fucking wasting my time. I was like, shit. These guys are pissed, yeah. I feel so bad.
Yeah, wait, just reconfirming. Are you guys a one life unit or no?
No, not really. Historically, we've done reinserts before, and going based off the conversation that we just heard, he's reconsidering it. Originally, so we moved away from reinserts, and Kern was like, "You die, you fucking die. We're not going to make a contingency to get you back in."
Okay.
Looks like, going based off what he said last night, right? He was pretty open to the idea of reinserts. What do you call it? Well, I guess everyone, since no one's fucking left. My guys know me, but you guys have, since the merge, you guys are new. I just want to clarify something. You guys have to be able to take constructive criticism. Like, I'm not personally attacking you. Everything I'm telling you is constructive criticism. I know I'm, like, tonight, like, it's primarily aimed at a group of individuals. You guys have to be able to take the criticism. Otherwise, you guys are not going to like me, and you're not going to like the unit, and it's just going to, not going to be a great time for you. At the end of the day, dude, this is a gaming community. That's literally what this is. We are all here to have a serious level of fun. So one thing I just want to clarify for the people that are merging, because I know I have a character, and I know people can take me, and I'm very blunt, and I'm very direct, but put it to you this way, anything if I'm willing to tell someone about you in a conversation you're not in, I'd be willing to tell it directly to you. I'm not going to talk behind one's back, if you will. But you guys have to be able to take that constructive criticism. It's not personal, I promise you that much.
Except when it's me. It was always personal with me, Franco.
Well, that's different because he's a IT long sock gamer.
That's not.
Go ahead, Lashley. Go ahead, Lashley.
What was the issue with the pre-planned
Not
fires?
the old long
like,
socks.
The H6s or the MH6s kind of like did a little bit of an abort and then they came back around.
Oh yeah, trigger. Yeah, you guys did not give a distinguishable trigger. Partially that was fault on Lemons or confusion on Lemons, and then
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we like go back to like the trigger? I thought the trigger best gave was on the 30 second call or the 60
30-second call from the RP, which Lemons didn't call.
Tracking. Okay.
Yeah,
That was the issue. Was no, the trigger was not called.
Yeah, I had to, like, I was looking at my seat, I'm like, so when is Lemons going to call it? When is Lemons? And then Lemons didn't call it, so I just decided to, like, clearing it.
Wait, 30-second, the trigger was 30-second. When was that relayed?
So, okay, so I relayed it on the 9 line to the MQ9, and then after I went over and when I was clearing you guys to, like, I was routing you guys to the HLZ, I said, call when 30 seconds from RP for clearance from the MQ1 for the.
So this is some additional perspective, Lemons. Lemons, I'm the one who recommended the 30 seconds. I was sitting beside you. You could hear me on the intercom. That is like, I know you probably don't like me and your co-pilot because I was
had so
yapping that
much
entire time.
bullshit going on. I was hearing Midas. I was hearing. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. To be honest with you.
My bad, bro.
But were we on the? No, it's not your bed. I mean, you're on my bird, so it doesn't matter. It was given in a 9 line.
No. It was given like 4 times. So it was given once
on the
in the
ground.
9 line.
I think what needs to happen is you need to get a read back from him because that is that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna pass him, that's almost a restriction.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the other issue is that here's what it comes back to, right? Chalk 1 had HQ in it. Best was not with the GFC, right? Midas was. So I could have verbally just told the fucking controller what the fucking plan was rather than doing it over the radio, aside from the mandatory 9 line and the communicating what the trigger was, right? But because we didn't do that, right? We had a lot of back and forth going on. A lot of it was communicated over the radio with me voicing for coordination on Lemons because I was in Lemons' bird. So technically, I did acknowledge the 30 seconds on behalf of Lemons as decoy 1. But that means Lemons himself didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah. That was probably the issue.
I'm still confused at where that was.
Right, I'm gonna head out. I'm not gonna be here next Sunday. I'm gonna be here next Tuesday, and then for the rest of the month, I'm not gonna be here. Have a good one, guys.
Oh my god, I need to lock in.
Same as I'm also dipping.
See you later.
I'm dipping for 2 weeks next month or next week.
Oh, I'm gonna be gone for 9 days soon.
You?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have no echo.
No controller.
For 2 months,
From the
Hey,
27th
that is
to
fine.
the 7th.
Wait, actually, hold on. We gotta figure this shit out. Wait.
I'm missing June or Sunday the 28th, Tuesday the 30th, Wednesday the 1st, and that's it.
I'm missing 21st.
That's not it. Sunday the 5th, Tuesday the 7th.
Okay, wait, hold on. You're leaving on the 27th?
Wait. No, 29th. My bad, 29th.
Okay, I'm coming back on the
shit.
28th, so we're just gonna do a clean swap. Okay, good.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Geez, you guys either have 4 echoes or you guys have 0 echoes. Type shit, I guess. Holy fuck. But yeah, Lemons, back to your question. Basically what happened is I gave you the instruction for the trigger with the 30 seconds, and then instead of you giving me a readback, Franco went on net and gave me a readback, and I thought it was you.
But we're on the ground at this point.
Yeah, you guys are on the ground while I'm briefing you the whole routing over to the HLZ.
And you were
then
the flight with skids up.
TAD 1?
Yeah, on TAD 1, I was telling you that call 30 seconds before the call. I told you 2 things. I told you call when passing ACP2 and call 30 seconds when 30 seconds from RP to be a trigger for the strike. And actually, I didn't say 30 seconds. I first said 10 seconds. And then when I said that, Franco went on net and said, we recommend 30 seconds. And I'm like, okay, well, switching to 30 seconds. And then I went on net and I told Watcher 1, this is Draco. The trigger is going to be changed from 10 seconds to 30 seconds from HLZ. Or from HLZ.
And the initial call was given in a 9-line or was given specifically to Decoy?
It was given to Watcher in the 9-line, and then it was given specifically to Decoy twice.
Okay. I was not on TAD. It took me a while to get on TADS 1.
Okay.
I did say over CFN. Yeah, I did say for all the chalks to switch to TADS 1. I did say that. And I made sure chalk 2 and chalk 3 to switch.
When you said that, I was on it. I flipped it on, but it takes me a while because I'm not used to using the racks.
I know you guys use PCCN. Why? Like, I just have been taught to have my HLZ briefs and the fucking lift assets on the castnet to quell the issue of what we were experiencing tonight, which is poor SA.
We already do that. If you guys actually adhere to it, we would have already done it. The lift assets are required to monitor the fires nets. They're required to.
But you just say it on PCCN, so you don't have to.
Yes.
Block up the. Okay.
Yep.
To be fair, I was not on PZCN until last
because
year
it wasn't
when you
used.
back asking me.
Yeah.
If
I gotta run to basketball practice. Anything specifically towards me, and be dead honest. Like I don't care.
Dude, what was? Hang on, I do have one thing. Dude, what was with like when I was co-located with you and Kern? What was with Kern like giving you an instruction and then you would just say you would give everything but what he asked for? Like there was one point where he asked about what the munitions were of the overhead MQ1, and you started going on about how Watcher was an MQ1 and then the daggers were an AH6, and he had to stop you. And like that exact thing happened like 3 or 4 times, dude.
Okay, which exact moment? Like, okay, so when he asked for munitions, I went on the radio and I started asking Watcher for munitions. I don't know if you misheard that from me.
No, you definitely did not.
Okay, so
I remember because I was like, I thought it was really funny and I was having to hold myself back from laughing.
Okay, well, I'm the mistake is probably because I still don't remember that. So that might be
I think you need to chill out, dude.
What does chilling out have to do with this? I'm gonna be honest, because like
you're probably like your autism brain is fired up. You're getting like cast check-ins and Kern's in you to do something, and it's like you're just spazzing and shit. You know what I mean?
Possibly. I mean, the fact that I don't remember that at all probably means that I need to chill out. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
The other thing is, he told me to push 10 clicks north of fucking.
No.
Yo.
I said to not push. I said you're cleared to push 10 clicks north, but then I told you get as close as possible to the HLZ without taking fire. So commander's intent is to push you as quickly as possible to the HLZ when clear.
That's a pretty shit routing though. Like you need to have them in your hand squeezing them. You can't let them go too crazy. Like that's not. I think I've had this issue here where I routed somebody and Frank was like, Midas, you got to make sure you say a specific distance or something, like not just like close.
I wanted to say like my intention with that was like go as far north as you want until you take fire. That was my whole thing. So,
I mean, plain
With
English,
other players in the stack, that's technically acceptable. The only reason why I say that's acceptable because Army Aviation will deconflict themselves, so it alleviates some workload off of you. But
and also,
not always the smartest answer with an MQ1 in the overhead if it's going to be shooting into the stack.
Yeah, I was confused. I mean, the MQ1 was Winchester genuinely like 30 seconds after the initial strike.
Well, I'm just saying, if you make it a habit of you constantly rely on Army Aviation to deconflict themselves, and then you use an asset that will not deconflict themselves, that's whenever it becomes a you issue.
Yeah,
Don't
I
always
was,
rely on it.
Yeah, how do you guys treat screeners? Is that like the same flight? Because I thought I was treating it as it was the exact, like it was the same flight. I was treating the my god, I forgot the call sign. I was treating Hooker and the screening aircraft as one flight. So is it?
That's what I should have done, especially with the fucking. You got to do like basic threat assessment. We just lost an aircraft, an HLZ, and you want to put another aircraft near the same HLZ? Yeah, you should. That's why I told you. You try to push us to a BP, and I told you no, we're not going to a BP. We're gonna stay with the Hookers because and eventually, right? The way my perspective is, I see fucking Hooker going into land. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the
fuck is happening?
By the way, for that BP, I was told to make that. I was like, that was not my opinion. That was not my option. In fact, I wanted to keep you guys close to Hooker, but when I expressed that to Kern was like, no, put him on a BP right here. In fact, push him right here. And I'm like, okay, that's
Charlie, he is a maneuver commander. He can't do that.
Yeah, but Charlie 2 is where we ended up pretty much engaging from.
Yeah, I know. That was my intentional. That was my first routing that I wanted to do, and I was like, okay, if I push them Charlie 2 and I hold Hooker behind them, then they can just like hold security and wait till like Kern lets me push the bird. But then like Kern's like, no, you have to push him to this BP right here in the southern eastern corner, and I'm like, okay.
So what you say for that, right? Because you have to think about it from my perspective. I'm thinking you're the one requesting this, not the GFC. You say, hey, GFC wants you to push to the BP. I'm going to be way more reluctant to suggest that I stay with the Hooker.
Okay. I'll keep
like
that in mind
had you have worded it that way, this is why words matter. We would have ended up at that BP.
I have a habit of not saying that specifically for other reasons, but yeah, okay, I'll keep that in mind.
When you say it, it becomes Kern's fault. So
yeah.
It alleviates you.
Yeah, I'm used to taking the fault for the GFC usually. I'll
This isn't Bill. This is an ST8, dude. Wipe that shit from your skull. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Jenkins, you have footage?
I do have footage. Does other people's want to see it?
No, it's fine. I just please save that as a holy grail because I had footage and now it's corrupted. So great. Okay. And we have people showing up Thursday, right?
Controllers.
Oh, except the controllers.
I mean, yeah, we have the controllers showing up Thursday. Yeah, okay, I guess we can discuss more things in depth. Now we know what to work on, so that's good. Apologies for, I guess, what happened today or on whatever happened on my side. And we'll go from there. Thank you. See you guys next time. Yep. Actually, I'll be here tomorrow, so good luck.
Is it crazy to say that, like, is this a hot take that, like, or maybe ego talking that, like, if my game didn't crash or like I got TP'd a whole lot faster,
I was on
like,
verge of controlling all the assets myself. That's what I was on the verge of. I was on the verge of directly talking to
I really think I could have got that shit. I think I could have pulled that shit off.
Hang on. Break. I can tell you right now from being co-located with Kern and Best, I want to say a good 50 to 60% of your lack of SA was Kern asking him to do something and then him doing everything around that thing.
My lack of SA?
No. Best.
Good. Franco.
Best. Or like
the
Air Stack's lack of SA was a result almost directly of Kern asking Best to do something, and Best was just so geeked the fuck out That
I was just
everything
about to.
but what he was asked.
I was just about to ask you your opinion. Is the geek bar off the charts right now, or is it high?
He was.
That is the
fucking-
most geeked and sped creature I have ever seen in my life.
He was fucking like.
Go Jenkins, I need you to stream it here right now.
All right.
Wayland, how do I lower the geek bar as the senior? How do I lower the geek bar?
You
know
gotta
what I'm talking
enjoy-
about.
I mean, well, there's like, dude, yeah, you gotta like delegate
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah, contact.